Hi guys, it's your girl, Sarah, right here on Relax Radio, and I'm here to tell you about personal development because that is something that we can all work on actually, especially during the lockdown, and especially given the fact that we are currently. Since the lockdown has been extended currently by a month, it's important for us to actually understand that we can develop ourselves during this lockdown. So I have a lot of information for you. I have a lot of fun things. I have even tips that you can actually help to develop yourselves during the lockdown. So make sure you stay tuned. But I will right now get right into personal development. So if I'm going to tell you what personal development is, it's not that complicated. It's basically the meaning of the phrase, right? Personal development is developing your personal skills to enhance your life and to learn a skill while you're at home. So when it comes to personal development, it doesn't always mean self-help. It can also mean helping a lot of other people as well, right? And especially given the fact that we're seeing so many courses online, so many things that you can learn as well about how we can develop ourselves, or there's different courses that you can take on the internet. You've seen so many memes about people asking you, oh, what did you do during the lockdown? What skill did you learn? Well, you don't always have to learn a skill. Maybe it can be helping yourself because that's a skill as well. And because of the busy schedules we've had in our lives, it's obviously been hard for us to focus on ourselves. And that's why you should actually use the lockdown to develop yourself. So when it comes to personal development, you're talking about the quality of your life. You're talking about helping yourself. You're talking about taking time off your busy schedule. You're talking about, enjoying yourself and self-care because that's so important, right? Now, there are different ways in which you can actually work on personal development. And one of those ways is actually through this technique called visualization. Now, visualization is basically where you visualize everything that you want to manifest in your future. And how this works is you're actually programming your subconscious mind to absorb this picture and actually help you make it come true. So what you're talking about is if you so for example, if you have this whole image of how you're going to be in 5 years, probably in a nice beach, having fun, enjoying your life with your friends, and you keep manifesting that and you keep visualizing that, then you're programming your subconscious mind to actually believe in the fact that this is happening. So then what happens is your mind then subconsciously starts working towards achieving that goal. And visualization is actually supposed to be really effective. It's supposed to help you it's really supposed to help you with personal development. And the best way to actually make visualization effective is to use all your senses. And when you use all your senses, what happens is you're using all five of your senses, obviously, to visualize this. So you're going to use your eyesight, you're going to use your smell. So if you were at a beach, you'd obviously smell the sea, you'd smell the seashore, you smell the sand, because obviously seawater has smell. But when it comes to that, when you're using all your senses to actually, visualize this image, what happens is you're able to feel it better because you're using all five of your senses, and you know that now you're actually imagining yourself, you're putting yourself in that situation. So visualization becomes even more effective. Now, to make sure that it works, obviously you need to be relaxed and you need to do it regularly. Obviously, there's a saying, you can only make it perfect with practice. So you constantly have to do that. You have to make it a routine thing, and you have to be relaxed. But you should also connect with your emotions while you are visualizing. And what that means is essentially when you're connecting with your emotions, you're letting yourself feel all these different things that you want to feel when you are going through that certain situation. And don't ever force yourself to feel certain things. It can be happiness, it can be sadness, but obviously since we're trying to be positive, it's always better to manifest positive emotions. But that doesn't mean that you need to force any of the other emotions. So whatever you feel, let it come to you naturally. Don't force it. And obviously, another thing you can do is you can avoid negative thoughts. Now, obviously, this is something that happens to a lot of us. I go through so much of anxiety, so I know how you can have a negative thoughts like my mind is constantly running with negative thoughts. But the thing is, if you want to actually work on yourself, if you want to believe you're capable of something, you need to avoid these negative thoughts. And how that works is through this self affirmations, where you constantly affirm yourself, saying you can do this, you've been through so much, so this isn't hard, right? So you have to always make sure that you avoid these negative thoughts, that you are constantly focusing on what's good for you and trying to do what's best for you. And obviously, number 3 is something called meditation. Now, it's something we always do. It was even used as a ancient way of practicing personal development, but it's still used as well. But meditation is actually really helpful. And given the fact that it was used given the fact that it was used back then and we're still using it, it means that meditation is actually something really good. So obviously, again, a lot of these things I'm telling you, you have to practice it regularly. It's not a one-time thing. You can't just do it once and then think, oh, I've developed myself. That's really not how it works. You need to be consistent with this, and you need to constantly make sure you take these steps and you meditate so that you are constantly, helping yourself become better and visualize yourself.
And it gives them something to look at, and it makes them laugh. It makes them laugh. So that's why I do it.
Oh, and it could be a really good pickup line as well. Ladies who ask, "Hey, excuse me, so why are you wearing something so colorful?" I mean, hey, you can always have something up on your sleeve. I mean, got me thinking. You want to stand out. Why do you want to stand out though so much, especially with these kind of shirts when you're writing? There must be a purpose behind it, right?
Well, when you say a purpose, Nick, what I do,